What is good? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pick Six channel, and let's talk about it, man. Steelers off-season talk. By the way, we are back on this channel. Yes, took a little bit of a hiatus. School and work and that type of stuff kind of got in the way. But we're back to talk Steeler football, baby. And I'm actually kind of liking the moves that the Steelers have been making. I think they've been making some really solid moves. And the first one is trading for wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr. Got him from the Indianapolis Colts, traded him for practically nothing, and they extended him for a 3-year deal. So the fact that it was practically for nothing, I'm all for it. I have zero problem with it. He is a legitimate wide receiver too that elevates the wide receiving room for the Steelers. The only thing that kind of takes somewhat of a step back is the fact that they lost Calvin Austin. He went to New York. Hopefully he has success with the Giants. He can be clutch when he needs to, okay? I still think the Steelers are going to either draft a wide receiver or trade for another wide receiver. I know there's rumors and speculation that the Steelers may trade for another receiver. Personally, since you already did that this offseason, I'm thinking that they're going to draft a receiver. And probably early to mid rounds. I don't think they're going to draft super late. Probably early to mid rounds. See, if they didn't trade for Pittman Jr., I believe that the first round, immediately they're going for a receiver. But since they did, they might be a little bit, laid back on it, kind of. Okay. However, really like the trade here. Next move, I think that really filled a big hole for the wide receiver room. Next one is getting cornerback Jamel Dean, one of the best shutdown corners in the league, and you pair that up with Joey Porter Jr. I mean, come on, man. Tell me that doesn't elevate the cornerback room. Tell me that doesn't. Now, the real question is, what are they going to do with Jalen Ramsey? Are they going to keep him at the safe spot? I honestly like Jalen Ramsey better as a safety at this point of his career. He was playing better as a safety, in my opinion. But we'll have to wait and see what they do there. Nonetheless, I'm liking it. Both sides of the field, they've made multiple moves on both sides of the field, offense and defense. This seems looking better on paper. They really are. Okay, and I would even argue that the coaching staff is better this year, going into this year. The real question is the head coach and Mike McCarthy, Mike Tomlin. Honestly, I think you're kind of getting the same head coach there. But regardless, the coaching staff as a whole, I believe, is going to be better this season than it was last season. Okay. The real main question with the Steelers team is the quarterback. Surprise. Right? I feel like we've been talking about this since after the 2023 season. Who's going to be the quarterback for the Steelers going into the season? Going into week 1. Now, I feel like it's narrowed down to 2 quarterbacks because the Steelers organization kind of let it get that way. I don't think they were really looking towards free agency that much. Unless they draft a quarterback, which doesn't look that likely. However, the two main candidates from the sounds of it is Aaron Rodgers, and Will Howard. Will Howard already on the roster, still on his rookie contract, and then you have Rodgers potentially coming back for his second season. Now, let me say this, man. I wouldn't be opposed to having Rodgers coming back for a second season as long as they believe that Will Howard's going to be the guy going forward. Okay. Now, am I saying that getting Aaron Rodgers back is going to be like, oh yeah, the Steelers are Super Bowl contenders? No, I don't think so. Okay. Granted, yes, they're making great moves. I like the moves that they are making. But I'm just not certain about it, man. Bringing Rodgers back. Because what you're saying, if you're bringing Aaron Rodgers back, is like, okay, we're going to win a championship now. We're trying to win a championship right now. I still think they're a little bit of ways from it, although, we don't know exactly what we're going to get from the Steelers in the 2026 season because, again, the moves that they made, there is going to be a little bit of change. And there is a new head coach. I know a lot of people, including myself, have said Mike McCarthy is pretty much the offensive version of Mike Tomlin. But maybe things can change. Maybe things can be different. We'll see. I'm more on the side of letting Will Howard play and letting Will Howard be the starter. Now, I know he wasn't a high draft pick, but he did win the national championship at Ohio State. Okay. And to my understanding, it was more of the inconsistency. That's the problem with Will Howard. Look, I think they should just give him a chance. At the very least, give him a chance. Because the Steelers organization never gave Mason Rudolph an opportunity. And in 2019, he actually did show a lot of promise. Don't do the same thing, man. Don't let history repeat itself. Give Will Howard the shot. Because he has mobility. He has the arm, too. And, I mean, he's what, 6'4"? I mean, what do you have to lose? What does the Steelers organization have to lose? Nobody's really expecting the Steelers to be good. I'm not hearing anybody say, oh, yeah, the Steelers are true contenders in the AFC. Nobody's really saying that. At least I haven't heard anybody say that quite yet. What do you have to lose starting a 24, 25-year-old quarterback? Just to give the guy a chance. That's really all I have to say on that. I know it's very simple because, I mean, it should be simple. I don't know. There's not really many options at the quarterback position anymore. I mean, they could have gotten a guy like Malik Willis, which if they were going to go the free agency route, I would have preferred them to go with Malik Willis. But since they didn't, I mean, we're talking about Rodgers and Howard. You're going to get a higher ceiling with Will Howard. And you're going to get more years out of Will Howard if he is the guy. And personally, I'm kind of tired of the Steelers renting quarterbacks because that's what they've been doing. I mean, they haven't been able to figure out who their true quarterback is for going on 4 years. They haven't had a legit guy since Ben Roethlisberger. Since Ben Roethlisberger, they've had what? Mitch Trubisky, Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, and Aaron Rodgers. They've had 6 starting quarterbacks since then. That's rough. That is very rough. And hopefully that trend stops. But again, I'm not completely opposed if they do bring back Rodgers. As long as they truly believe that either Will Howard's the guy or they bring in somebody else, then believe that they're the guy. That's it. That's all I got for you guys as far as the quarterback spot. Other than that, I'm liking the way the free agency has been going for the Steelers. I mean, it's not over yet. There have been a few crazy signings here and there, like Mike Evans going to the 49ers. That was a little bit of a crazy one for a 3-year deal. That was kind of interesting. There's quite a few moves that caught my surprise. But how do you guys feel about the Steelers going into 2026 so far? And do you think they could win the division? I think that there's a good chance that the Steelers can win the division. I'm just saying that's how these moves have been making me feel. We'll see when in due time. That's all I got for you guys. Man. And you already know. Go Steelers.